Hare Krishna devotees, welcome to Shloka a Day. Today's Shloka is number 33 of chapter 6, and Arjuna is speaking. Arjuna uvacha yoyam yogastvaya proktaha samyena madhusudana etasyaham na pashyami chanchalatvat sthitam sthiram. Arjuna uvacha yoyam yogastvaya proktaha samyena madhusudana etasyaham na pashyami chanchalatvat sthitam sthiram. Arjuna uvacha yoyam yogastvaya proktaha samyena madhusudana etasyaham na pashyami chanchalatvat sthitim sthiram. Please recite after me. Arjuna uvacha yoyam yogastvaya proktaha samyena madhusudana etasyaham na pashyami chanchalatvat sthitim sthiram. Arjuna uvacha yoyam yogastvaya proktaha samyena madhusudana etasyaham na pashyami chanchalatvat sthitim sthiram. Arjuna uvacha yoyam yogastvaya proktaha samyena madhusudana etasyaham na pashyami chanchalatvat sthitim sthiram. Word for word meaning and translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Arjuna uvacha. Arjuna said, Yaha ayam. System. Yogaha. Mysticism. Tvaya. By you. Proktaha. Described. Samyena. Generally. Madhusudana. O killer of the demon Madhu. Etasya. Of this. Aham. I. Na. Do not. Pashyami. See. Chanchalatvat. Due to being restless. Sthitim. Situation. Sthiram. Stable. Translation. Arjuna said,
Arjuna
Arjuna said, O Madhusudana,
O
the system of yoga,
the system of yoga,
which you have summarized, appears impractical
appears impractical
and unendurable to me.
and unendurable to me.
For the mind is restless and unsteady.
Mind is
restless
and unsteady.
Mm. So after listening to Lord Krishna for a while, Arjuna is protesting. So from Shloka 10 to Shloka 32, the Lord has been speaking and Arjuna has been listening patiently. What is this dhyana yoga and how do you actually practice it? So we said from practice to perfection, from sadhana to siddhi. What all has Krishna said from Shlokas 10 onwards up until 32? Krishna has started by first subdue the senses. Then he said, give up all desires. Then he said, focus on the Lord alone. Then he said, think about him unwaveringly, with an unwavering mind. Then he's concluded, see everybody as being part and parcel of me. Now, Arjuna's question is, well, if my mind is restless to begin with, how is any of this possible? So in the Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna has asked a total of 17 questions. And this would be his 7th question, the next shloka. So on average, for every 40 verses, Arjuna is asking us question. You could categorize his questions into 3 broad categories. His first set of questions are in chapters 3, 5, and chapter 18. He has asked the same question in chapter 3, the same question in chapter 5, and he waits till the 18th chapter to ask the same question again. What is that question? Which is better? Work is better or renunciation is better? Krishna, your instructions are not very clear. So the same question Arjuna has asked 3 times. A mundane teacher would get irritated. Same question being asked again and again. Slightly different phrases and slightly different construct of the sentences. But what a wonderfully patient teacher the Lord is. Not once has he gotten irritated with Arjuna for asking questions. So the difference between a good teacher and a great teacher is a good teacher will come well prepared and deliver the lessons very well. A great teacher is concerned about whether their students have actually comprehended what is being taught. And therefore, a great teacher exercises so much patience and they invest so much of their time in their student. And you can see Krishna very patiently doing this with Arjuna throughout the Bhagavad Gita. Very patiently, Krishna is responding to Arjuna's questions. The second category of the question is, so the first category is, whatever you have told me, the instructions you've given me seems a little confusing. Please sort this out for me. So each time Arjuna has repeated those 3 questions, Krishna goes deeper into the subject. Again, another sign of a great teacher. The second question that Arjuna asks is, I doubt you. What is that I doubt you, Krishna question that comes in chapter 4? Krishna says, I have instructed this knowledge to Vivaswan, and Arjuna is skeptical. How is that possible? Krishna does not get offended when Arjuna asks a question that essentially says, I doubt what you're saying. But Krishna very patiently answers that question. And the third category of question that Arjuna asks is here. It's difficult to practice. Whatever you are saying seems impractical and unendurable. Why? The mind tends to be very restless. The mind is very stubborn. It's unsteady. So Arjuna is protesting here, saying, how can you expect me to do all of this? And Arjuna is a great devotee of the Lord. A great devotee of the Lord is acknowledging that his mind is not so strong that he can practice dhyana yoga. So you will see a continuation of this in the shloka that we will pick up on Monday, the 34th shloka. So the question will continue in the next shloka, and then we'll see what Krishna's response is. So Krishna is compassionate, considerate, careful, patient, calm, composed, clear in his responses. The ideal relationship between a great teacher and a student. Yeah.